something happened, Mother? Mother, has something happened?
I'll be alright. I'm just bewildered by life.
Mother, I wish you would tell what's happened.
As you know, I was supposed to be inducted into my office at the DAR, but I went to Rubicam's Business College to speak to the teachers about your having a cold and to ask what progress they thought you were making over there.
Oh.
I went to the typing instructor and introduced myself as your mother, and she said she didn't know who you were. She said, we have no such thing enrolled in this school. And I said, yes, you do. She's been going here since early January. I wonder, she said, if you're talking about that terribly shy little girl who had dropped out just only a few days after attendance. And I said, no, Laura has been going to classes for 6 weeks. And she took out the attendance book. And she said, there you were, your name unmistakably printed, and all the dates in which you were absent until they said that you had dropped out. And I said, no, there must be some mistake. There must be some mix-up in the record. And she said, no, I remember that day perfectly. She said your hand had shook so that you couldn't even type the correct key. And that you had your first speed test, you broke down completely, got sick at the stomach, and that you never showed up anymore. Oh, I felt so weak. I thought I could barely stay on my feet. $50 tuition, all our plans, my hopes and ambitions for you, gone up the south like that. Laura, what are you doing?
Oh.
Laura, where have you been going for the past week while I thought you were going to college?
I've just been out walking.
Walking in winter, courting with pneumonia and that light coat. Where have you walked to, Laura? Keep going.
All sorts of places, mostly in the park.
Even after you had started catching that cold?
It was the lesser of two evils, Mother. I couldn't go back there. I threw up on the floor.
From 7:30 till 5 every day. You mean to tell me that you've been walking around the park wanting me to say that you've been going to Rubicam Business College?
It wasn't as bad as it sounds. I went inside places to get warmed up.
Inside where?
I went to the art museum and the birdhouses at the zoo. Sometimes I did without lunch and went to the movies. Lately, I've been spending my afternoons at the Jewel Box, that big glass house with the tropical flowers.
You did all this to deceive me, for deception. Why?
Mother, when you're disappointed, you get that awful suffering look, like the picture of Jesus' mother in the museum.
Oh, hush.
I couldn't face it.
So, what are we going to be doing for the rest of our lives? Sitting at home, watching the parades go by, amusing ourselves with the glass Menagerie darling? We don't have a business career. We gave that up when it had given us nervous indigestion. What is there left but dependency? I know what becomes of unmarried women who aren't prepared to occupy a position. Barely tolerated spinsters living on the grudging patronage of a brother's wife or a sister's husband. Is that the future we've mapped out for ourselves? I swear, it's the only alternative I can think of. Not a very pleasant alternative, is it? Of course, some girls do marry. Haven't you ever liked a boy?
Yes, I liked one once. I came across his picture a while ago.
Oh, a high school boy.
No, it's in the yearbook. Yes, his name was Jim. Here he is in the Pirate's Love.
forgot to tell us.
Here he is in the Pirates of Penzance.
The what?
The operetta the senior class had put on. He had a wonderful voice. And we sat across each other in the aisle Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the off. Here he is with the silver cup for debating. See his grin?
Must have had a jolly disposition.
He used to call me Blue Roses.
Why would he call you such a name as that?
When I had that attack of pleurosis, he asked me what was the matter when I came back. I told him pleurosis. He thought I said Blue Roses. And that's what he called me after that. I didn't care for the girl he went with, Emily Meisenbach. It says in the personal section they're engaged. That's 6 years ago. They must be married by now.
Girls who are not cut out for careers usually end up marrying some nice boy. Sister, that's what you'll do.
But Mother,
Yes?
I'm crippled.
Well, nonsense, Laura. I've told you never, never to use that word. Why, you're not disabled. You have a slight defect. Hardly noticeable, even. When people have some disadvantage like that, they cultivate to make up for it. Develop charm, and vivacity, and charm. That's all you need to do. One thing your father had was charm.